Right, vlogging time. Wine notes, tasting, wine tasting notes. Put those words into a well-known phrase or term. So I filmed this vlog at a different venue. I filmed it at Diagale, and the Italian Air Force thought it was a really good time to fly their aeroplanes around and play silly buggers, so you couldn't hear me. So I watched the footage back, and it's a nightmare because you can kind of hear us talking. As me and Alessandro were talking about the Pinot Noir at Diagale, I thought it was a lovely idea, and you couldn't hear us. It's now the 2nd of November. The wines go out in a couple of weeks, so I've got to film it again. Alessandro's away all week, so I apologise for not having a different background, but we love it here anyway. And then month 3 we'll do it at a different place, I swear. So, red wines and then the white. So the red case and the white wine from the mixed case. We'll start with, you know this label by now, so you will have seen his Poggio Commissario month 1, his Vermentino we did in the white wine box. This is his 100% Sangiovese, so Gregorio from Il Civittaio. The guy is an absolute gent. I've seen quite a lot of him recently. He's actually building, he's been given permission to plant some more vines, so he's ripping up all the ground, ploughing through. He's going to start planting this. He's planting this year, so I'm going to go up and take some more pictures and I can show you guys the progress of it. So he's expanding, which is nothing but good news. This year he said he's producing exactly 50% less wine than he did last year. It's been tough on everybody, so hopefully next year is going to be much better for him. For you guys, this is a wonderful experience because you're going to try his 100% Sangiovese. So this is aged in big oak, organic Sangiovese. So you saw the footage from his harvest. The grapes come in off the field, they go into the destemming machine, they get pressed, they go down the pipe into the tank. That is it. He doesn't mess around with things. You know, it's a really short journey that they travel. The grapes come in off the field, and you can really taste that in his wines. They're really fresh. They're just wonderful wines. So I was just looking over there because Jackson's down there and he just made a funny noise. He's all right. He looked at me as I looked at him, so I don't know where the noise came from. 100% Sangiovese. So you are going to expect from this, with Stavros's wine that you would have had in month 1 if you had all the red, well, if you had a mixed case, all the reds, you had his Pavone, right? Love that wine. I love it so much. But it's a real big knock on your bum Sangiovese. You know, you need food with it. You need to open it and let it breathe for an hour or so. This one's a little bit different. I find this a little bit on the lighter side for 100% Sangiovese. You're going to have all the cranberry, the black cherry, the leathery smokiness that I go on about all the time, because that's what Sangiovese is. Acidity. I haven't had a drink either. And tannins. So food wine. I think this is like I said, it's a bit lighter than Pavone from Stavros, so you don't need your, roast lambs or your steak. For me, you can this goes really well with pasta. So I have it with pizza. It's a pizza wine. Sometimes on a Friday night, if I'm feeling a bit like can't be bothered to cook, I go into town, grab myself a pizza, come home, crack a bottle of this, and a movie. I actually did it watching the latest King Kong movie and drank the whole bottle. So it's a real easy drinking wine. Let it breathe for a little while and it'll set your world on fire. So Gregorio, all of his wines are they're wonderful, all of them. I can't knock anything he makes. His Reserva is going to be in our Christmas box as well, and that's something to get really excited about because once I do the notes on that, you'll see it's very, very different to like Stavros's aged wine, but they're both aged for the same amount of time. So I love that about Sangiovese, grown half an hour apart, yet totally different. This is from a lady I met in January. I went with a couple of friends to meet her. It's a super Tuscan blend, Petit Verdot, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Sangiovese. So all of those squeezed into this little bottle, right? This really set me back when I tried it for the first time. We were in you go into people's cantinas into their house and you sit around a table and then they pour the wine. Okay, so we did 4 of their wines. This is the first one they poured for us and I was amazed, like genuinely amazed at how good this was. It's kind of like an unripe cherry sort of flavour that I got from it straight away. Quite light for super Tuscan, easy drinking, organic, small production, 14% alcohol, so it's up there. But I was really impressed with the entry-level wine. Like Samuele, who was with me, both of us looking across the table going, is this really your entry-level? No, there are other wines that are wonderful as well, but like for me, I didn't see the point in going to the other wines and like you having to pay more money for something when you get this, which is just wonderful. The only downside to this is with Jackson Seddon, we set out our wine club so that people would be able to get wines from us that you can't get anywhere else. Now, in the time from me meeting these guys in January and setting up the business, doing the crowdfunder, getting the money in, they were approached by an Italian guy who set up an Enoteca in London, and they sold their wine to him. So, you know, we never went around looking for exclusivity deals. With these guys, you know, good luck to them. Business is business. Somebody else wants to sell their wine, then somebody else can sell their wine. But for us, it just means that we will only do this one wine from these guys, and we won't do any more, because their wines are now being sold, like I said, in the UK. But this is wonderful. You'll enjoy it. I love the label. Absolutely love it. Yeah, and a great wine. 2012, aged really well and ripe for drinking. Okay, you've heard me, or you must have heard me banging on about this by now. So this is a Pinot Noir from Tuscany. So this is my friend Alessandro and his wife Paola. Paola, I'm not forgetting you. This is their Pinot Noir. So Pinot Noir from Tuscany is something most people go, oh really? Because it's so hot here. Pinot Noir doesn't thrive in hot environments. This summer, like, it's been ridiculous. Like the Pinot Noir this year for these guys are like no chance. But usually, because the way their farm is situated, it rolls down a hill, and at the bottom of the hill is a river. So the river cools at night time, which means the cool breeze comes up in the evening and it chills the grapes. So in the day they get the warm air, and then in the evening they get the cold air, which is perfect for Pinot Noir. In the day it's a little bit too hot to make like a classic style Pinot Noir in the sort of central France or New Zealand, where it's a lot cooler. But these guys have done a really good job. Like the 2014, in my opinion, is a wonderful wine. I sent a bottle back to my friends in the UK and they were like, this is amazing, we need to get more of this. This is the 4th bottle I've had for filming, because every time Alessandro gives me one, I drink it. I love it. It's got a lot of the characteristics you'd expect from a Pinot Noir. So if you like Pinot and you're a Pinot fan like me, you're going to love this. However, when I've given it to other wine producers here, they're kind of like, is it Sangiovese? Is it something else? So it tastes like Pinot. It's got the characteristics of a Pinot Noir. So the kind of earthy, smoky expression you'd expect. Like my old boss, who was at a wine tasting with the other week, the Pinot Noir section, he went, mmm. So that's what he says Pinot Noir smells like, and it is that earthiness. And this has a bit of that, but it has a lot more body than a normal Pinot Noir. So don't expect to kind of like put it in and be all light and flowery. It is fruity, it is floral, but it's got a bit more body than you'd expect from a Pinot Noir. I love this so much, and I love the people that make it. This is where I went to film, but it didn't work out because of the Italian Air Force. But a wonderful wine. I don't know what else to say about it really. You'll see when you get it. It's fabulous. It's in the mixed case, it's in the full red case, so everyone's going to get a go. And I really look forward to all of you giving me some feedback on that and telling me what you think. And then lastly, for the mixed case, the Birbo. So this is made by my friend Simona Ceccherini. So you would have received her Ciliegiolo in month 1. Her Syrah is in next month, so she does 100% Syrah, which is in the December month, so a nice big red for the holidays. And her Vermentino is wonderful. So again, organic, small production, same with the Pinot, same with the Sangiovese, same with the Super Tuscan blend. All these wineries make about 35,000-40,000 bottles a year of all of their varietals. So Gregorio, as you know, you've had his Super Tuscan, this is his Sangiovese, his Vermentino's gone in, his Rosé's in the UK, his Reserva's going in the Christmas box. That's 5 different wines, and across all of those he makes 35,000 bottles a year. That is it. So anyone watching this that knows anything about wine production knows that's nothing. You know, people like Yellowtail, big wine producing companies, they sold 36 million bottles last year. They sold. These guys make 35. Stavros is the same, 3 different wines, he makes about 30,000 bottles a year. So, you know, 10,000 bottles of each wine, that's all they have. Once that's gone, it's gone. So these are really boutique, really limited, and you're really lucky to be able to get hold of these, I think. You know, I love every single time I open one of these bottles. It's a real privilege for me. Vermentino from Maremma, same as you got in month 1. No, because you had the wine from Marche, so you won't have had a Vermentino yet. Vermentino from Maremma in Tuscany is a real experience of a wine, so you get a lot of floral notes off it, but it doesn't carry a real floral flavour because it's quite minerally. So the whole of Maremma used to be like a salt lake. and all of that salt is still in the earth, so all the minerals and nutrients that come up through the vines, you get a lot of, not saltiness, but minerality. It's that word again. It's like a flinty kind of flavour. But with this, it's again like the wine from month one. It's an aperitivo wine. I think you open it and you have a glass when you get in from work, and it's quite nice. And then you have your tea and you go on to the red wine. With the Berbo, it's not as full-bodied and not as crunchy as Nico's wine. This is a little less complex, so lemon, lime zest with the minerality, nice easy drink. Chill it down, crack it open, drink it, you'll enjoy it and love it. That's it. Vermentino, oh. Pinot Noir, oh. Sange, and the Super Tuscan. Alright, so 4 wonderful wines, all coming to you mid-November. To anyone that hasn't subscribed to the channel, wherever the subscribe thing is, subscribe to our channel. You can see us do tasting notes. I'm going to do December's reasonably soon as well, because I'm going to be back in the UK in December. And that's about it. So yeah, give them a go, let me know what you think. If you haven't bought from us yet, please sign up. You get these wines sent to your house. We're doing a Christmas box, like I said. 2 bottles of Prosecco, organic Prosecco, an unoaked Chardonnay from Tuscany, which is wonderful, wonderful wine. A Morellino di Scanzano for my friend Andrea, who you're going to get to meet, because we're going to do some vlogging with him soon when he starts bottling. Stavros' Cucavaya, which, if anyone's been to Tuscany, everyone's tried the wines from here. His Cucavaya is to die for. It's his Brunello Beta, so it's Sangiovese aged oak for 5 years. It's better than anything, in my opinion, you get up the hill. £120, 6 bottles of wine, free delivery. Oh, and don't forget Gregorio's Reserva as well, organic. Small production, boutique, Jackson & Seddon wines.